social media thing. Okay, let's go through the PowerPoint. I'm going to work the magic clicker thing. Okay, goals of tonight's discussion. Okay, make fun of Professor.
I was young, I needed the money.
Give you a reasonable overview of social media. I'm looking at this from my standpoint is that you guys are completely engulfed in social media. You guys were like the forebearers of social media. You've probably been bouncing around. You were probably on Facebook like 2 years before most people even heard of it. So with that being said, I'm going to try and give like an outsider's point of view a little bit for you guys. Okay, give you some concrete takeaways that you can immediately benefit from. That's the biggest deal for me. You guys walk away and go, what did we just do? That's a huge negative on my side. Third thing is we're going to prove to you that Lady Gaga is really a woman. I don't have any concrete evidence, but I've got speculation. Okay, so what is social media? What are the top sites in social media? How will you leverage social media for your clients and yourself moving forward in the future? And how are you going to stay on top of things, which is the hardest part. But you guys are trained in the trenches of change. And I talked about this in the last class, in Sean's class. This is luckily like my third or fourth or fifth or something like that time that I've spoken at SCAD. And the big deal is that, you guys grew up in a time where things were changing so rapidly. Like for us, for my generation, and well, he's younger than I am, I think, things didn't change that quickly. They've just been rapidly changing over about the last 4 or 5 years. I started off in the internet in '97, and people were like, what's the internet? And I was fortunate to jump into an internet company, went public, it was worth like $1 gazillion. I made money and spent it all and lost it, and came back and had to do menial jobs like waiting tables, and then went back to try making money again. But the idea was that they thought change was rapidly happening early in the late '90s and early 2000s. Change is accelerated to a point where you guys are like, well, if you see the same building on the same street, it's like, well, that building's been there for a year. That's amazing. Everything changes for you guys. Social media. Social media is the use of technology combined with interaction to create or co-create value. For you guys, social media is about keeping up with your friends, posting pictures, posting videos, hoping you don't post something that you have to eventually retract because it was 3 in the morning, you did a mobile upload to your Facebook, and by the time you removed it, somebody had pulled it off your site, and it's posted on about 400,000 websites already. Social media, from a business standpoint, from an advertiser standpoint, from somebody that that's going to be out there working with clients, is about looking to social media to create or co-create value. There's a shift in the way that advertising is occurring. There's push, inbound, and interaction. Push media is billboards and television. There's like, buy this, and you say, channel change, or I hate that billboard, or something like that. There's inbound. Inbound, a perfect example of inbound is search marketing. Companies buy terms that you're looking for. There's the ads, or there's their results in organic, which they're using SEO to promote their results in that. You click on that because you're interested in it. That means you're inbound. You're going in and looking at, they're advertising to you in a situation where they want you to come inbound to look at you. Then there's interaction. Interaction is the use of social media to engage you, to have a conversation with you, to say, a company posts up, like there's a lot of great people that or a lot of great companies now that are using social media to access you. They're like, the Chamber of Commerce in Savannah is very good at it. They go, what's a good restaurant here in Savannah? Anything.
Melting Pot's new.
Okay. Melting Pot has got first 10 people that click like will get a $20 off on your first meal there. That's engaging. That's interaction. Again, it's all about the conversation. The complaint is by people that are outside your generation is that, frequently it replaces face-to-face interaction with exchanges in a really hyper-sterile digital environment. I pulled that off the web, can you tell? Okay, engagement, which is the new metric. This right here is a picture with shapes and colors and words, and it's really confusing. Actually, it is a picture of shapes and colors and words, but it's also kind of demonstrates the social media landscape. When you're outside of it and looking into it, it looks a little different than when you're participating in it. I mean, obviously they've got a completely unreadable slide like this that makes it difficult to discern. Discussion, like forums, there is sharing areas like Flickr, YouTube, and Delicious and SlideShare. SlideShare is where you share your PowerPoint presentations, if you don't know that one. There is obviously the streaming and then the microblogging, the social networks like Orca and Facebook, etc. This just tells you all this right now may be 100% different in a year because things change that rapidly. But it's all of it revolves around interaction. Tasty facts about social media. This is true for some people. And this was a giant move. For all of you, well, to tell you the truth, in case anybody hasn't told you this, by the way, porn was 100% responsible for the dramatic changes in technology, in video streaming, in photo streaming, in all of those things early on, because it was the only thing in the internet for years that made money. Macromedia built a company on, Flash applications. That was a real major change in 2000.